Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Sarper Güven might have fans believing he's gone from bad boy to dream guy, but not everyone's convinced the change is real. The 90-Day Fiancé star made quite the impression on The Other Way Season 5 alongside Shekinah Garner, flaunting his sky-high confidence and often controlling behavior. From regularly reminding Shekinah that he's been with over 2,500 women to commenting on her appearance and weight, Sarper definitely sparked some controversy. He may be turning on the charm now, but is it genuine growth or just a carefully curated persona? Sarper even made some questionable comments in front of Shekinah's sister, and during a heated argument that allegedly escalated, he reportedly pulled her hair. His vanity wasn't the only red flag. There were several others that Shekinah seemed to overlook. Despite these issues, she agreed to marry him and brought him to the U.S. Once there, Sarper appeared to shift gears. Suddenly, fans began finding him more likable, while Shekinah started to come across as the controlling one. This surprising reversal raised questions. Was Sarper's new attitude sincere or part of a long-game strategy? In episode 13, Sarper had his first stand-up comedy performance in the U.S., brimming with confidence. With a colorful history and no work permit at the time, he turned to open mics as a way to share his journey and maybe get a few laughs. But Shekinah had her reservations, warning him that his humor might not land with everyone. She was right. Sarper's jokes, laced with awkward innuendo, didn't resonate with the crowd. To make things worse, he took an uncalled-for jab at Dan, a friend who was simply there to support him. Shekinah was understandably embarrassed by the unnecessary remark and wanted the uncomfortable situation and the show to end. Though she tried to remain supportive, she made it clear that her friends were like family to her, especially since her relationship with her biological relatives was strained. Dan was someone she held dear. She warned Sarper that if her friends started to turn against him, it could seriously affect their relationship. Shekinah had experienced similar situations in past relationships, and as she put it, it was hell to deal with. Things seemed to go well when Sarper visited Shekinah's family in Montana. He somehow managed to make a good impression and appeared to convince them that he had genuinely changed. But back in Los Angeles, tensions flared again. Sarper got into a major argument with Shekinah over something trivial. He called her useless and claimed her face was his problem. This, after Shekinah had just come home from work and made him a hot meal. At one point, he even said, "I'm going back to my country," and told his cousin he had nearly booked a flight to Turkey. Interestingly, these events were likely filmed over a year ago. Sarper is still in the U.S., and by the looks of it, he's thriving. Now that he has a work permit, Shekinah seems to have helped him land a job in Hollywood that he enjoys. Sarper now leads something called a bootlaw, a high-energy, one-hour session that combines dance, fitness, and comedy. He's settled into life in Los Angeles quite well, making his earlier talk of leaving seem more like dramatic posturing than a real plan. Sarper's history is marked by his own admission of having slept with nearly 3,000 women, a claim that has raised eyebrows and skepticism among viewers. He asserts that this extensive experience renders him immune to temptation, stating now, "Women can't tempt me." Yet this rationale seems more like a deflection than a genuine commitment to change. Despite professing love and loyalty to Shekinah Garner, Sarper exhibits controlling tendencies that undermine the authenticity of his transformation. He has dictated aspects of Shekinah's life, including her diet, wardrobe, and social interactions. Shekinah revealed that Sarper discouraged her from being socially active and influenced her lifestyle choices. Such behavior suggests a desire for control rather than mutual respect and growth. Sarper's commitment to change is further questioned by his inconsistent actions. While he initially agreed to stop training female clients at Shekinah's request, he later resumed these sessions, raising doubts about his sincerity. Additionally, his frustration with Shekinah's household rules upon moving to the U.S., likening her to a dictator, indicates resistance to adapting and compromising. Sarper's emotional responses have also been a cause for concern. An explosive argument with Shekinah led to him threatening to leave and expressing feelings of uselessness. Coupled with past incidents like snatching a phone from Shekinah and pulling out her hair extensions during a disagreement, highlight underlying aggression and instability. The audience's perception of Sarper has been largely negative, with many labeling him as narcissistic and manipulative. Fans have criticized his behavior, suggesting that his transformation is more performative than genuine. This sentiment is echoed in online discussions, where viewers express skepticism about his intentions and the sustainability of his changed persona. At home, Sarper often created a tense atmosphere. Shekinah tried to make him feel welcome in LA by bringing him to social events, but things deteriorated when he slipped into one of his difficult moods. He failed to acknowledge the major lifestyle adjustments Shekinah made to accommodate him, like moving her entire workspace out of their shared space. During disagreements, Shekinah couldn't even step away for a breather, since Sarper was now in her country, and she had no place to escape. Still, somehow, it's Sarper who seems to attract much of the audience's sympathy. While Sarper Güven presents himself as a reformed individual ready for a committed relationship, his actions tell a different story. The controlling behavior, inconsistencies, emotional volatility, and public criticism all point to a transformation that is more superficial than substantive. Unless Sarper addresses these deep-seated issues, it's unlikely that his good boy act will lead to lasting change. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.